Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your new moon in Taurus reading. This is occurring on the 7th of May in the evening on the west coast of the U.S. It is also an opportunity for me to remind you that I'm doing personal readings. The information for that is in the description box below. I choose the winners from the comments section and the previous donations. And so thank you all for the beautiful support that you've given me, that you consistently give me. And my gratitude is unending for your support that allows me to continue to do what I love doing. So thank you for that. Your overall energy for the new moon in Taurus is the 9 of Swords. This is really beautiful energy because it is grounding and supporting you to release some suffering, some pain that you have experienced over a long time, if not a lifetime. You are understanding and accepting the terms of your ill treatment, your disappointments, your failures, any abuse or trauma you've experienced. You're learning to let it go, to grieve it, to validate that the experience of pain is something that you actually had, and that in grieving it, in really being in that space and understanding the details of those experiences to the extent that you can, you are actually releasing that. So the tears are productive tears. They actually cleanse. They're making you feel better. They're releasing an experience to make way for a much more positive experience. You're at the end of this sense of oppression, the sense of being burdened by so many negative emotional experiences, disappointments, or challenges. In your present, the Four of Pentacles is indicating that you are actually very focused on creating a secure and stable material foundation for yourself. You may have created a nice bank account. You may have purchased a home. You may simply be receiving a steady and profitable salary or profit from your business, whatever endeavor you're engaged in. But you recognize this is just the ground floor of your ambition. You're very focused on being materially rewarded for your efforts, understanding that that enables you to further invest in what it is you're building. In the past, the Magician card, yes, you have been on a path. You have received the sense of empowerment and agency necessary to allow you to create this foundation, understanding that this is just the ground floor of a vision you have. This expression, this desire to create something, to build something, is coming out of a real embrace of self-love, a respect for the gifts that you have. So this is what you have been making way for through your desire and ability to release old sufferings and pains and your attachment to those, that you're holding on to those. You have broken free. You are breaking free, and positively with the new moon in Taurus in close alignment with Uranus that has been in Taurus for a while. You're actually being gifted some divine intervention, some disruption in an uncomfortable pattern, an opportunity to lunge forward from a place of joy and pleasure, because naturally we enjoy the things we do well, the things that are our gifts. We continue to invest in those things because they're coming from a place that ultimately supports you and engages your world in a positive way. In the future, the King of Pentacles is indicating, in fact, you're moving in as the master, as the agent of your material abundance. This can also relate to health, the health of your environment, the health of your organization or business. This is you putting all the steps in place in order to not only maximize your rewards, increasing your stability and security naturally, but your sense of safety and thus your ability to be generous. Saturn is also one of your rulers. Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn as well. And the King of Pentacles is really embodying that, this highest expression of love. We don't think of Saturn in that way, but the ability to share your material support, abundance, and comfort, even luxury with others, and your means of gaining that is where you shine, where you want to shine, where you know you're intended to be. If this reading is resonating with you so far, Aquarius, please like this video. Please share it with others. Please comment below, and please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I pulled the friendship card. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. I love this. And in many ways, your higher self can be your friend. But whether it is your higher self or another external relationship, know that all your relationships will reflect the sense that you have of self-support, of feeling well connected, of liking, loving what you do. This reflects and impacts everyone around you and elevates all of your relationships. From the flora and fauna of Africa, what's that hopping up? The ostrich. And the key word of the ostrich card is grounding. And I would say with these two pentacles, particularly King of Pentacles, you are understanding how to ground this creative energy, this sense of supreme agency. You've been out of touch. It's time to get back in tune. Keep your head held high, moving forward. Okay, sounds like you're getting down to business to me. In your present, the Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. This is powerful energy. You are continuing to release the painful experiences, the sorrow you've experienced perhaps through some kind of oppression, some kind of violence or disappointment, pain that you've experienced. But that is beyond releasing that sense of being a victim, perhaps being harmed in some way. You are also further understanding that these experiences have empowered you, have been gifts if you have learned their lessons. And part of learning their lessons is releasing them so that you can begin to understand what you've gained through the challenges and trials that you've undercome. You have worked at this very hard. This is not your first attempt by any means to deeply understand why you are the way you are, why you're experiencing the life in the way that you are. You are dedicated, you're focused, you're really looking at self-improvement as a way of preparing yourself for any opportunities that you create or you receive. You understand that your hard work must transcend drudgery or mere persistence. It must move into the level of dedication, love of craft. This is reflected in your desire to improve upon your personal qualities that help you to be a more capable citizen, a more capable leader, and a more capable creator. Because it springs from this sense of agency that you now feel in your life, in real contrast to an experience of perhaps feeling victimized or marginalized in some way. This is now your foundation, the sense of gratitude for these gifts, these lessons, understanding that they've made you who you are now. The Magician in the past is clarified by the Knight of Swords and the Two of Wands. The Knight of Swords is lifting up your already detached and powerful curiosity, your ability to gobble up information, to be open to new ideas, to perceive the appropriateness of things that seem outlandish or way out to others is something that you have a clear and detached ability to entertain, to consider, to facilitate, to talk about, to learn from others. And this is part of how you're crafting the way that you communicate with others. Understanding that that's a key to the ability to build up this new idea, this new creation, this new goal of yours. Underneath this is an awareness that you already know what you're good at. You already have a strong sense of your gift, your talent. And at this point, rather than follow the dictates of others, you are looking to how you can engage your talent into the world, to move on to something new that's going to promote your progress, your expansion, your growth. The King of Pentacles in the future is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles again. In anchoring this Ace of Pentacles, you are really mirroring the energy of the Magician in the material world, is what I'm getting here. So you're coming in some simplistic ways from a world of ideas, of opening up to new ideas, new ways of doing things, new information, new connections, new contacts, and you're crafting the way that you learn, but also the way that you share what you learn with others. Having stepped through this portal of abundance, you are now manifesting, grounding your ideas into reality so that you can materialize the comforts, the abundance, the profit, the generosity, the stability that you desire. And that's all to the end of building something that will last. What you're working towards is not something temporary or a means to an end. The end is abundance. The end is providing to others. The end is making resources and ways to gain resources for others more available. So this is the heart of your future, is in this sense of generosity. I hope that this is helpful to you. I'm going to pull a new oracle, a card from a new oracle deck, a yogic path. And I pulled Dhammavati. And I'm going to read a little bit about this card because this deck is relatively new, and although I've had it for a while, the only way I'm really going to get into it is by using it. So I am going to read a little bit about it from the guidebook, and this deck was authored by Sahara Rose. Dhammavati, goddess of disappointment and letting go. You, my darling, have finally realized that all of the hardships and struggles you faced were brought on your path for a very important reason. They've shaped you to be the person you are today. You have put together the dots on all the most difficult points on your journey and realized that it was all necessary to be here now. Dhumavati has come to remind you to give thanks to the struggles you faced. They have made you your highest self. Thank you so much, Aquarius. As always, until next time, Namaste.